Hey y'all, Joe here from Southern Coastal Cooking. I want to wish y'all a happy Thanksgiving, and I tell you, it's the time of season when you think about what we're all thankful for. Thank God and everything, just for everything we have in our lives. Anyway, to get started this morning, I'm going to start brining my turkeys. That I've got two 14-pounders that I'm going to put on the Yoder tomorrow morning. So let me show you what I've got here. I've got this new product called the Briner bucket here. It's by Tom's Turkey Products, and basically what it does is it lets you, it's a whole 22 quarts, but it lets you put a turkey down here that has these ridges in here, and it's got a plate that's an ingenious idea. I don't know why nobody else ever thought of this. It goes down in the bucket and it locks in. And that way, it pushes the bird down the brine, so you don't have to fill a whole bucket full of brine and weight the bird down. Great little idea. So we'll be using that at least on one of my birds. And he also makes a brine mix. Where is it? Yeah, classic brine mix. This makes 5 quarts of brine. It makes a smaller briner too. We'll use that another time. But anyway, we're going to mix this up with some other ingredients, and we'll show y'all how we make the brine first off this morning. Alright, so what we've got here basically is all these buckets here. This one's got measurements on it. It's just a food, household food bucket, made for like restaurants and stuff. What I want to do is I like to put a little bit of apple juice in my brines. If I can get these things open here. I've just got some of this apple juice. I'm going to start out because, let's see, this is 3 quarts of apple juice. So let's add this to this measured bucket right here. We'll add a big thing of apple juice here. I think what we'll do is we'll make 10 quarts of brine. So that's 3 right there. And I'll put this other one, that'll be 6 quarts of apple juice to this whole thing. I just think apple juice adds really good flavor to a bird. Of course you can just use water to make this with that brine mix, but I'm going to use apple juice. I'm going to fill this back up with cold water and add it in again. So I'm just adding 3 more quarts of water plus 1. So that puts us at about 10 quarts. So that'll be enough for 2 packs of this classic brine mix that I'm going to put in there now. Go ahead and I'll get this cut open. I'm going to dissolve this brine mix in here. And by the way, it says this brine mix contains salt, brown sugar, white sugar, garlic, onion powder, and black pepper. So not a bunch of weird stuff in here. That's good. So I'm going to put 1 more pack of this in there. So with the 2 packs of the brine mix in here, we're going to stir this until it all completely dissolves. Alright, got it all dissolved. Now let's go get our turkeys. I want to point out, when you're brining turkey, you want to use some of these natural turkeys that don't say, contain a certain amount of salt solution or anything. That means they've kind of been pre-brined, and brining them again could make them too salty. But you could brine them, just don't brine them as long. But I get these natural kind here. These came from Kroger to use for my brining recipes. I'm going to get these cleaned up here. I also got both my birds cleaned up down here in the briner bucket. I was able to put those 2 14-pounders in there, and let's start pouring some of this chilled brine over them. Ooh, I'm gonna have to. Alright, so we didn't have to use quite all of it. Let me go ahead and show you how this briner bucket works basically. So you put this, you can push them down in there, and you put this screw top on here, and what it does, see, it locks them underneath the brine. Turn it like that. Now the birds can't come up out of the brine. Then I'll put my cap on there. So put my final cap on there and get this thing off in the refrigerator outside. Good morning, y'all. We're ready to go ahead and get the Yoder YS640 started this morning. I've got it loaded up with, see, I put the LumberJack OHC blend pellets in this morning. That's oak hickory cherry blend. It's gonna be real good with this turkey. I will turn my Yoder up to about probably start on about 300 degrees for these turkeys. I think that'd be a good starting point, but let's go ahead and get it started. We'll get the turkey out of the briner and we'll get them ready, y'all. Also, I got the turkeys out here out of the briner. One thing I do to prep my turkeys, just because we don't really eat them that much, as far as the dark meat and stuff, I remove the tips of the wings, the wing tips, any just stuff kind of hanging off, something like that. I remove that little piece, but just kind of trim the turkeys up, get them ready, looking nice and everything like that. Well, now that I got the turkeys trimmed up, I'm gonna get a marinade here. This morning I'm gonna be using this Stubbs marinade. This is Texas butter. Can't wait to try this Stubbs marinade. I haven't tried it yet. Oh, it smells great. So I'm gonna add some to a little cup here. And y'all, I'm just too tired this morning to even get my spit jack out. So I'm gonna use the little injector that came with it. I think this won't be too bad. I'm gonna go ahead and get this put together, and we'll get started on marinating, injecting these birds. All right, so mainly what you want to do is want to get in here and inject most of the breast here with some of this this Stubbs injection. This looks, it smells really good, y'all. But I'm gonna just inject this into both halves of the turkey breast, and we'll also inject some into the legs. And I know some of y'all are like, I can't believe you cut those wings off, but for me, it's just a lot less to fool with. They typically tend to burn anyway, right there on the tips. So I just decided we're gonna go ahead and cut them off this time, you know, and just be done with it. You could truss them up and all that kind of stuff if you want to keep the wing tips. That's totally understandable. But for me, in my situation, we just don't really enjoy them that much. So let me get finished injecting this marinade in these birds. Well, now we got them injected. I'm gonna take some of this butcher's grilling oil, butter flavor, and we're gonna put this on there. And this is just gonna add, it's gonna get that skin, you know, to where the skin will crisp up, get nice and brown. And some people, you know, used to just, back in the day, just put butter on these things. This grilling oil here is just perfect for this sort of thing, for poultry skin. And it works wonderful, you know, works wonderful on chickens, any kind of poultry, whatever you have it. You can put it on steaks and stuff. But this grilling oil, this is going to be perfect. Just oil up the skin of this turkey. It's going to help it to hold some of the seasoning, the rub, and stuff like that. But the main thing, like I said, it's going to help it get nice golden brown. So I'm going to rub this grilling oil all in there on the skin, just like that. Just to make this gonna be a beautiful bird, y'all. Right there on the breast and everything. But y'all, now for a spice rub, I'm just use this Stubbs chicken rub here. Obviously this would be great for turkey too. Has a lot of nice flavor to it. You get this rub on here like that. I mean, this stuff, let's see what all we got. It's got sea salt, sugar, honey powder. Honey powder is great. Mustard seed, red bell pepper, ground turmeric, celery, garlic powder. So stuff like that is just going to help to complement this bird. And y'all, you really don't have to do much as far as like doing all the seasoning under the skin and everything like that. And I'm kind of going light on the rub here and everything, because we've got so much flavor going on, y'all, from the you got to think about it. We've got the brine going, we've got the injections. And we've got tons of stuff going on with this bird, and we don't want to get too salty or anything like that, so we're just going to, like I said, just sprinkle it down with some of this chicken rub here. It's getting right into the skin, and I think this is going to be great, y'all. That's about all we're going to need on here. I may put a little something on there later as far as a baste or something. But just with this here, I think this chicken rub is going to be fine, just like that, y'all. So let's go ahead and get it out here to the smoker. Oh, here we go. We've got the Yoder starter with turkeys in here. Show you what I got going. I also got my smoking wedgie over there in the back corner. You can't see it right now. I've got all the turkeys wired up with probes, temp probes and everything, just to check, on the meat, temperatures. It's really good, y'all. I've got the, like I said, the Yoder set about 325. We're gonna shut this down here. Let this at least go a couple hours before we come check on it again. But y'all, we've been cooking for about 2 hours now. Let's take a look and see what it's looking like. Oh yeah, look at those birds. They get nice golden skin on them. So we'll let them keep on going here. Also, the birds have been on about 2.5 hours, 2 hours and 45 minutes. At this point, I want to make kind of a base for them. We got a stick of butter here. I'm going to add just a little bit of the smoked paprika, so Keith Batags here. I'm mainly adding that just because I want the color. Then I'm going to take some rub, like a barbecue rub. This is a honey rub from Butcher's. Add a little bit of it. Here we go. Something, probably about a tablespoon of that. And we'll melt this butter down. So we got that there melted down. Let me stir it up and see what we're looking like here. Oh yes, sir. And see, this is going to help to give us some nice color too. When we get out here and we're going to base these birds up with this. It's basically, like I said, this is just wonderful butter. And this spices here on that. So this stuff smells great, y'all. So let's get outside and do this. Alright, can y'all see there? Look at the birds there. Hopefully y'all can see a little bit better now. I kind of turned the pit here into the sun where you can kind of see what's going on with it. Let me go in here and put some of this baste on these birds. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Just getting this honey butter, as I want to call it, onto the bird. Making sure they've got plenty of moisture. And this skin is just going to be perfectly crisp. And this is, like I said, this has got the butter. It's got that rub in there with a little bit of sugars. So this will help to give us a little bit of sweetness too. This is going to give us the perfect crust on these turkeys. Man, oh man, that looks nice. It's super fine right there. Get all this on there, y'all, because I mean, you don't want this to go to waste. Some good paste right here. You can't beat just sopping something with some butter and some rub like this. Just give it the perfect color. Pour that on there with it. All right, we ain't got much longer to go, y'all. We'll shut down there and finish it up. Y'all, it looks like the turkey on the back is done. Go ahead and try to get it out. Take the probes out of it. Let me go get my gloves. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get that back one out now, y'all. Hopefully y'all can see here. You can see, yeah. Get the gloves here. Pull this probe out. Oh man, look at the juice. Look at that thing. That's something else. I'm gonna put this probe over here in this dark me this other one. Pull that probe out of it. My gosh, man. I hate to pull the probe out without losing that much juice. Thing's got some serious juice, so let me go ahead and not making too big of a mess. Try to grab this here. Okay. We're right down here in this full pan. And I'm gonna wrap it up. Alright, we're over here at the house. We're bringing these beautiful turkeys here. And I have got this wonderful Zen carving set here. Man, oh man, we're gonna try these out, and I'm gonna slice in this turkey. Man, this is just wonderful here. Let's go ahead and just get a little slice here. Right there off the breast. Look at that. Just absolutely gorgeous. Let's see what it looks like here.
All the way to the end.
And look at that. Beautifully delicious. I mean, just tender as can be. And we'll give it a try. That brine. Made a difference too. You can taste the smoke in there. That is awesome. Delicious, y'all. Smoked turkey right there on the Yoder. Man, oh man.
Yeah.
And y'all please take some more videos. like my videos, sub my channel. Y'all check the description box if you want to get any of this stuff, stuff, or this beautiful carving set here. But thank y'all so much. God bless y'all. Have a happy Thanksgiving.